Are you aware that 70% of pastors constantly fight depression and burnout for the frustration experienced as a result of ministry workload, discouragement, and pressure? We help leaders grow healthy churches. We are excellent at what we do, and we are fast becoming the best of the very best. Magnicraft Consulting is set up to help both small and large-sized churches become healthier by using proven diagnostics tools, effective retention strategies. We give the right and appropriate and professional advice. We are the certified church consultants with the Society of Church Consulting in the United States of America. Trust us to help you grow. Don't wait till it's too late. You will be glad you did. Call us now on 0802-324-2258. Email contact@magnicraftconsulting.com or magnicraftconsulting@gmail.com. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram @Magnicraft Limited. Magnicraft Consulting. Doing church God's way. Hello. Welcome to Monday Morning Matters live broadcast show brought to you by Magnicraft Consulting Team, anchored by Niyi Dunmade, a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting in the U.S. Here, each Monday of every week, we address important, relevant, and actionable topics of interest that will help you and your church grow healthier. And now, meet your host, Niyi Dunmade.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. A beautiful morning to you all the way from the city of Abuja. I want to welcome every one of us to the Monday Morning Matters coming your way every Monday. All right, we're going to give you value for today. Monday Morning Matters has been coming your way for the past 6 years. I want to welcome you to Monday Morning Matters Live on Facebook page and our YouTube channel. I want us to make sure that we share this video and then get ourselves together for today's broadcast. Thank you for hooking up with us. I just pray that this internet is able to help us. The internet is just disconnecting and reconnecting. We'll be having challenges with internet. So please just bear with us as we manage the broadcast on an higher level. All right, so please feel free to just stay connected with us. Thank you. We are glad you are part of this live broadcast show. We want to let you know that I'm Niyi Dunmade. I'm Niyi Dunmade. I'm the founder and the CEO of Magnicraft Consulting. Yes, I'm Niyi Dunmade. I'm the founder and CEO of Magnicraft Consulting. Now, Magnicraft Consulting is a church consulting firm that helps local churches to grow healthier through empirical assessment, trainings, revitalization, and strategic blueprint. Our vision is very simple. What drives us is to be the leading church health consultancy that creates actionable, sustainable, and adaptable solution. I'm also a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting in the US. I'm your host every week, Mondays of the week. Just coming your way with some good tips that will help you and help your own church greatly. I'm also known as a church head guide of the 21st century. Now, a big thank you to everyone who has been commenting, liking, and sharing our content. We want to just let you know that we appreciate your interaction. We thank you for your comments. We thank you for your watching. Broadcast is not too long, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, we're done. And so that's how we want to keep it. Now let's do a little bit of promo and then we'll go into the juice of the day. This Monday Morning Matters coming your way with Niyi Dunmade, and we believe that our expertise can be of great benefit to you and your church. So stay tuned. We're going to talk on a very, very crucial topic that will help your church. I've got 3 books: Church Retention, Pathway to Growth. Church Retention, Pathway to Growth. Make sure that you get that on Amazon with the QR code. I'm sure you're going to get that book. It's going to help you. It's going to help your own church, and it's going to help your leadership. The second one is Boston Church Growth Made, and I know it's going to help you. Make sure you get it on Amazon. And the one that is really hot now is Data Driven Leadership. Please make sure you go on Amazon. It's there, or you call me directly. I'm going to be able to ship that book to you in no time. All right. And so make sure you go to our YouTube channel to be able to get quite a lot of information that will help you in all the series or live broadcasts of Monday Morning Matters. My name again is Niyi Dunmade. Today we'll be talking about dealing with church conflict. Dealing with church conflicts. Dealing with church conflicts. And so the goal here is very simple. We want to equip church leaders. We want to equip pastors to be with practical and biblical, effective tools to identify, manage, and resolve church conflict constructively. Every church has conflict, but you see, the way you handle this conflict, the way you identify this conflict, manage them, and also resolve them in a constructive manner, it will determine how your church is going to be faring in terms of what is going on. And so we want to just set the mood right in such a way that I want to honor every leader who has been leading their church well in the way God wants it to be led. And I mean, it's a lot of sacrifice leading a church today. And as we delve into this topic of dealing with church conflict, we want to know that every church, every ministry will face at some point this topic in terms of dealing with the church conflict. Now, let me say this up front. Conflict doesn't mean that your church is unhealthy. The fact that you have, I know some pastors who they start feeling some conflict in their church, and they feel that because there's some conflict in the church is unhealthy. In fact, when there is no conflict in the church, it also might mean that there's some unhealthy things that is going on. So conflict doesn't mean your church is unhealthy. It means your church is alive. And they have different perspective on the table, which is creating the conflicts. So, but how we handle conflicts determine if our church will thrive or implode. Okay, how we're going to handle and manage the conflict will determine how we are going to thrive as a church or implode as a church. Now, let's understand the nature of conflict in a church. Why does conflict happen? Why do they happen? Number one is there's a clash of personality. All of us are not the same. All of us are not the same temperament. There's a clash of personality. Diversity brings friction, okay? When you have two different surfaces coming together, rubbing minds together, rubbing hearts together, rubbing ideas together, there's going to be a clash of temperament, a clash of personality. And because there's that diversity, it brings about friction in the church. Two is unclear expectation. Now, misunderstandings are fertile grounds for offenses. So when you say certain things and the other person does not understand what you're saying, it can be a breeding ground for offense. So unclear expectation, unclear understanding can be a breeding ground. Misunderstanding can be a fertile ground for offense from different parties in the church. Number 3 is what? Competing vision. There's a vision that a set man has, and then somebody else has a competing vision. 2 heads on one body is a monster, is going to create a disaster. And when you have 2 heads on top of one body, the way God has created every creature is that 1 head per body. And so when you begin to have 2 heads with 2 vision, 2 or 3 vision or 3 heads on a body, that's just a monster in the making, and of course it's going to lead to a disaster. Number 4 is unresolved offenses. We are bound to offend one another. Of course, the Bible also gives us a model of how to resolve conflict. But when hurt happens, when church hurt happens, okay, we should not just make sure that we sweep it under the carpet, or don't let it simmer into the church and then create that moment for an explosion in your church. The 5th one is sin or carnality. When everyone in the church is not spiritually minded, it can create some conflict, okay, where there is the works of the flesh in conflicting with the fruit of the spirit. You have pride, you have gossip, you have backbiting, you have jealousy. It can create quite a lot of conflict. All right, or you have some silos or unhealthy groups association in your church. Now, James chapter 4 verse 1 says, what causes fight and quarrel among you? Don't they come from your desires that battle within you? Conflict is not new. It is biblical. And so are the solutions. The solutions also are biblical. What are the principles for handling church effectively? 1, face it. Don't think that, I've seen pastors where they have conflict in their church and they don't want to face it. They don't want to be aware about it. They want to begin to feel that the conflict on its own will naturally just fizzle away. Okay, so face it. Don't fake it. Don't try to feel that your church shouldn't have conflict. Every church usually has conflict. Don't pretend it will just go away without you doing something. Matthew chapter 5 verse 23 to 24, Jesus says, go and reconcile first. You have something you want to give to God. Bible says, go and reconcile first. Okay, so leaders must initiate resolution, not wait for it. Okay, set up that culture of openness where people can hear their view, clear the air, create a conflict resolution policy so that the team can be able to work together and be able to achieve their goal. 2, listen to understand, not to win the argument. Okay, Proverbs chapter 18 verse 13, Bible says, to answer before listening is folly, and soft answer turneth away wrath. So hear their hearts, not just their words. Okay, make people feel heard, not just corrected. Okay, because sometimes when there's conflict, the major emphasis of leadership is after correction, whereas you need to just emphasize just hearing those people out. All right, make sure that you use active listening and then repeat back to make sure that you understand what that person is saying, and also confirm that you understand what that person is saying. Now, the 3rd one is confront with grace and truth. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 15, Bible says, speak the truth in love. Okay, don't just speak the truth, but Bible says what? Speak it. There's a way the truth is to be spoken. There's a manner in which the truth is to be spoken. It's to be spoken in love. Correction isn't condemnation. Okay, you can correct in love. You can correct with the aim of restoration. Don't just attack people. Address the issue. Don't attack the personality. Address the behavior. Okay, you notice this instead of you always do this. Okay, I notice there's a tension between this, but you're not going to say that it's like both of you cannot work together. So there's a difference between addressing the issue and addressing the person. The 4th one is stay mission focused. You see, conflict can make you lose focus on the Great Commission, or the reason why the church is coming together. Don't major on the minor. Keep reminding people the reason why the church is existing. We are not enemies, despite we have different diversities of opinion. We are not. How will I put it? We are not against one another. God has just wired us with different mindsets to be able to look at things from different perspectives. We are not enemies. We are meant to be co-laborers with God. Reconnect with the team to the shared purpose, the vision, the core values that the church has. And see, what happens is that after conflict happens, we need to just tell ourselves, this is why this church is existing. Look at the vision statement and look at the shared values in a meeting so that people can know why we are coming together as a church. Use a biblical process. Okay, when you want to resolve conflict, when you want to handle conflict, use a biblical model in Matthew chapter 18, verse 15 to 17. Now, I'm going to just give you the summary. One, make sure that you have a private conversation with the person you have a conflict with. The second one is with a witness. Okay, now when you have a private conversation and that thing is not resolved, you cannot have a conversation, but then this time around with a witness in the conversation. Okay, in the conversation. Now the third one, then you cannot take it to the leadership in when the conflict is not resolved. Now structure prevents gossip and power games. When you have a structure in your church where people cannot just begin to correct people in public, but they have a private conversation with whoever they have issues with, then it will prevent all kinds of unhealthy gossip, unhealthy power games and conflicts. Now, document and train your leaders on a clear conflict resolution policy. That's one thing that will help your church in resolving issues. Now, preventive measures for future conflict. As your church is trying to carry out the Great Commission or trying to do certain things, okay, a program, there's bound to be conflict. Okay, these are preventive measures for future conflict. One, build a culture of feedbacks. Build a culture of feedbacks and make sure that that feedback is empirical in nature. When people can speak up early, they can speak up early, issues don't escalate. When people can air their views, issues don't deteriorate to a major conflict. Okay, issues don't escalate. Now, train leaders in emotional intelligence, because when you have your leaders who are very high in emotional intelligence, it will help you in handling the conflict that exists in your church. So equip your team with the tools to manage emotions and fruitful conversation. Now, the other one is regular team check-in. Make sure that you are always checking with different teams to know that the chemistry, the teamwork, the how they are working together is actually helping the overall mission of the church. Use a pulse meeting to gauge the team's morale, hidden tensions, conflict that exists, and be able to resolve it before it escalates beyond your control. Celebrate unity often. Okay, when you see something that is done as a result of teamwork, make sure we celebrate it. Don't celebrate things that is done on a solo attempt. Okay, people like to get attention by doing some massive things with on a solo effort, and so when you see that, don't celebrate those kind of things. Celebrate things that are done as a result of the unity of a team or the collaboration of a team. Okay, talk about unity not just when there is disunity, but when you see unity taking place in your church. Bible says in Psalm 133 verse 1, how good and pleasant it is when brethren dwell in unity. Now, we need to encourage unity, because when there's more unity in the church, when conflict comes, you have a way of resolving that conflict. Hear this, pastor, hear these leaders. Conflict is not a cause. Conflict is not a problem. In fact, there's an amount of conflict your church will have. If you're able to handle it well, it's going to help your church grow. Remember what happened in Acts chapter 6. The Bible says that there was a conflict as a result of the fact that the widow were neglected in the daily ministration. And so because they were neglected in the administration, the Hebrew women and the Grecian women, they were unhappy with the apostles at that time. And so conflict is bound to happen when growth is, if you are expressing growth in your church. And so it's an opportunity to also model maturity like the way the apostles did in Acts chapter 6, not just shutting down on people, but making sure that you are growing together, you are deepening the trust within your church. Don't be afraid to lead through that conflict, to handle that conflict well, and to make sure that you are managing it well. We have been able to talk a lot of things so far, but make sure that on unresolved tension in your leadership, in your workforce, in your staff, they are all resolved well and biblically. So, and the thing is, I would say is that the fact that you are a pastor or a church leader does not mean that you are always going to be right. Sometimes your views might not just be right at all. Be willing and humble to apologize when needed, because sometimes the way churches are handled wrongly is just on the foundation of the fact that the set man has done something wrong and is not willing to accept and apologize for what he has done. And you need to also clarify expectation to make sure that people understand what they want to achieve. Thank you again for joining me today in Monday Morning Matters. My name again is Niyi Dunmade. I'm a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting. Next week, we're going to be talking about creating engaging worship experiences. So if you have any church related questions for me, please let's have them in any of the social media handles. I'm sure you're going to get an answer from me. You have any question, you have any comment, any inquiry, let's get the conversation going. You also have learned from me. I also want to learn from you. How have you been able to resolve conflicts in your church? Let's have them in the comment section. This video has been helpful to you. Please let's us share this video to a pastor, share this video to a worker, a staff. If this video has been helpful to you, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, share us your community, drop me a comment in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. I also want to learn from you. Drop me a comment in the comment section what you feel about the things we have discussed so far. Please like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell so that when we have a valuable content coming up on the social media platform, you will be notified. And so we also do consultation for churches. We do revitalization. We do trainings. We do strategic planning for churches. Reach out to us and let's see how we can help you, help your church with excellent church consulting for health, vitality, and results. Till I come your way next week with a continuation of Monday Morning Matter live episode unedited, I say bye-bye. I love you and God bless you. Thank you so much.